Good day, everyone. Here, welcome to Education Avenue. In the other class, we dealt with what the functions of government are, ranging from lawmaking, defense of the nation, maintenance of law, and the rest of them. So today, we are going to be looking at the characteristics of government. By characteristics, we refer to those features, the qualities or properties governments that enables the government to run effectively. Now, number one thing of those things, of those characteristics or features, is what we call the constitution or the law. Now, if you will agree with me, law, there is no country that does not have its own law. In a society where there is no law, then such society, there will be chaos, there will be anarchy, there shall be doom in such society. So, by that constitution, we are talking about the ground norm, the laws of the land, what is used to govern each society. That is what we are referring to as the constitution. For example, Nigeria is still operating on the 1999 constitution as amended. So that is what, now if anybody will commit any offense, that is, it is that constitution that will be used to determine what kind of punishment will be meted out to such person. Number two is political power. Political power is the ability of a government to use all instruments of coercion. We are talking of instruments of coercion, sometimes you can call them state apparatus. All instruments of coercion to make binding decisions and secure obedience from its citizens. I will take that again. Political power is the ability of government to use or to employ every necessary means to make sure that laws are being obeyed and secure obedience from its citizens. Number three, we are looking at is revenue or fund. Every government needs money. Every government needs money to make or to be able to discharge their responsibility, to be able to discharge their duties. And how do we get this revenue? We get this revenue from taxes. Taxes are compulsory fee that every working citizen must pay. If you are working, if you are whatever kind of work you do, maybe private business, everything you do that brings money to your account, you must be taxed for it. You must be able to pay tax for those. So revenue is another, tax is another way by which government generates fund. Sometimes they do business. Government also do business. They do exportation of products whereby they make money. Another thing, another characteristic, or another thing that makes the government to run effectively that we are looking at is public support. Public support. Every government, either democratic or not, needs the support of its people. They need them. If you don't have the support of your people, that is what we refer to as an illegitimate government. So every government needs to be legitimate. They need that legitimacy of a thing. Because without the support of their people, even if the government is democratic, even if they carried out election that brings in a new government, once that government does not enjoy the support of its people anymore, such government is illegitimate. Such government is illegitimate. So every government needs to be legitimate. They need that public support. Another thing they need, another characteristics is workforce, or what we call personnel. Government needs and engages services of its citizens in running the affairs of the state. The governor alone cannot be running up and down saying he wants to be the one at the Ministry of Education, wants to be the one at the Ministry of Health, Ministry of Defense. In no distant time, such governor or president will die. That is why they need the workforce. They need that workforce. They need people to work for them. They need people that will do the job for them. Those are the administrators in the ministries in the various ministries that we have. So, workforce, and if you will all agree with me, government is the largest employer of labor anywhere. No private individual that can actually employ the number of people that that will be needed to make things easy in order to be able to put food on people's table. So government is still the largest employer of labor. That is why they need personnel, because the work in governance is very enormous. It cannot be covered by only one person or two persons. They need that. Number 3 is the welfare. Number 6 is the welfare services. That welfare service is the government, or the modern government is established to serve the collective interest of the people. And what are those collective interests? We have education under the collective interest. We have health under the collective interest. These are welfare services. These are things these are the basic things that we need, that every citizen needs, so that it can meet the needs of the people. Now, another one is the organs of government, and then also periodic change. Now, the organs of government, these are the principal actors or agents of government that are responsible for the administration. These organs of government ranges from executive, legislature, and the judiciary. When laws are made, it is the duty of the judiciary to interpret those laws, and it is also the responsibility of the executive to execute or implement those laws that have been made. So you see, organs of government are very, very important in a democratic setting. In any form of government, organs are very, very important. Then lastly, we will be looking at the periodic change, which is election. Election must be made. If a country can decide according to its own law or constitution that we are going to be using 5-year single term or tenure, or 4 years double tenure, that's 8 years in a row. 4 years to be done. Another election will come in as another 4 years for whoever is interested in running 2 terms or 2 tenures in office. So, but aside that, there must be periodic change. That change must be periodic. Nothing than that. So, we are going to draw the curtain for today's class. Do not forget, we have just explained characteristics of government. And number 1 is the constitution or law. Number 2, periodic change, political power, revenue, political support, public support, personnel, and also welfare services. So till we meet again in the next class, remain blessed.